Howdy, 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 and welcome back to another year of the Dirt Info podcast. Carter, I was thinking about it earlier before we started recording. This is technically our third calendar year in existence, which technically is really only like a year and 3 months or something. But
We've
if
hit
you'd have
3
told
years, though. We posted in 3 different years.
right, and if you'd have told me we'd have done that when we started, I don't know that I'd have believed you. Truthfully. I don't know, man. It's been quite the commitment here. So, uh, kind of proud of us for that fact. But anyway, um, with that, let's go ahead and jump into our first segment. And I am rusty. I was clicking the wrong buttons and everything.
It's called Stylin and Profile.
Thanks, Rick.
My shirt is from the last race I went to. It's not the event shirt, but I got a Power Ice shirt when I was there. I did get the event shirt too. We'll pull that out eventually.
Saving that.
Exactly, yeah. But I just picked up a Power Ice shirt. I figured why not? I don't have one. I got a USAC
Okay.
one.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I do like the lessons learned. So back to the fact we've been doing this for a hot minute. You've learned not to burn
It's,
through your whole haul.
well, especially this time of year. I'm not getting nearly as many. Earlier in the year, I usually getting one like once every 2 weeks, so it wasn't too bad.
Fair, fair. It is a lot harder to come by them. You gotta find them online, order them, have them
Yeah.
shipped to you, or in my case, wait a month for it to be shipped out to you. I'll get that Jake Tim shirt eventually. But anyway, well, I'll go. So I am wearing my brand new Alex Williamson shirt. This is his dome merch from this past year. And it is special to me. I'm gonna have to try to work real hard to get in here. It should be special to you too. We're not gonna see it, but right there is our podcast logo. We're on some merch.
There we go.
Hey, so Sherry picked this up for me for Christmas, and I'm very much thankful that she did that. So, um, and she says I look really good in it. And then I got this my one of one Travis Sauer hat on. Just the fit comes together, man. I don't know. I take this styling and profiling seriously. I'm just saying. I like to have a good fit. Anyway, well, we've been off for a couple of weeks, and there were a few holidays that came and went. We did try to warn everybody that we were up in the air, and I think you and I, we took full advantage of the break. I'll tell you that right now, man. We definitely stepped back, but anyway, there was Christmas. Did I mentioned some things I got for Christmas? Did you get anything cool for Christmas?
Uh, Cologne, gift cards. I got a calendar. That's about it.
Nice, right on. Which cologne?
I told you and I already forgot. It's a bunch of words I
Okay.
don't know. Uh,
Lazaro Chrome.
there, yeah, there it is.
I was curious if you'd nail it, but definitely a good one. Definitely a good one. Um, I actually got a calendar too. Where did it go? Oh no, I lost my props. Um, I've
Is it on the wall?
misplaced my calendar. It's not. That's last year's. Here it is. I got the Dirty Dozen calendar
Oh, the
this
one I
year as
got was
well.
the high limit one, which I had last year too.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I'm a big fan. My plan is this year. My plan is this year is the part of the reason it's not on the wall yet is because I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna like fill in my tentative race schedule, all kinds of information that like I'll need to know as the year goes by, and then that way when it's on the wall, it'll be pre-filled. That it's gonna help me so much.
That's what I used to do with the calendars, and then I just started. I still did it, but like I didn't update it if I went somewhere else because plans were changing or something.
Yeah,
Now I just keep it all on my phone. It's easier.
yeah. Yeah, I'm like actually trying to backtrack from off my phone to have it more written down and in like multiple places. But I have two teenage boys. Like I'm trying to coordinate a bunch of different schedules. So like you were here, you saw it. I've got like the big calendar on the wall for a month. Like so now I'm thinking maybe if we add a couple like calendars in different rooms, maybe we
Just
can get
spread out
even more
throughout the
buy-in.
house.
Yeah. Anyway, I've gone down a calendar rabbit hole. I'll pull back. I think one of my other cool gifts, I do just want to mention, I got a pretty cool gift, and from one of our most loyal viewers, nonetheless. But my parents, so my dad, they got us a family trip, and so it's my dad, my sister's family, my nephews, me, the boys, Sherry, just our whole little family is going for a week at a cabin in Wisconsin on like a semi-private lake and stuff. So really pumped for that. I'll enjoy that. I have not taken a legit vacation since I graduated law school in 2014.
Oh, damn. I think my last one
Yeah.
was 2021.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been racing vacations.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've taken a few of those for like an extra day, but I can't recall the last time I like took a week off just to put my feet up. So I'm
Oh,
really
actually,
looking forward to it.
I guess I do go up north with friends, but I don't really not I guess I'm thinking like a trip to Florida or something, or like leaving the state, not just a
Yeah.
couple hours up the road for a week.
Well, it's about an hour and a half away, but I'm gonna count it, man. It's on a semi-private lake and in a different state. We're going to Wisconsin.
Yeah, at least you're leaving the state, so it's okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I thought that was cool. So thanks, Dad. I know you're listening. I appreciate it. We're really looking forward to it. But yeah, and then I did set some personal goals for 2026, but I think we can save that for another day or maybe never. But as a show, we did discuss some goals, and so I think it's good to speak them out loud a little bit and hold yourself accountable. So, um, on the YouTube front, I think we're shooting to have one episode, so one out of approximately 50, give or take, episodes, get 1,000 views. So, um, I think we have a few strategies to do that, but one of them I think is I think throughout the year maybe we would like to not just have guests. We've cracked the seal on guests, Carter, and we've even cracked the seal on having like reoccurring guests. Alex has been awesome the last 2 times he's been on. But I'd like to maybe cultivate a couple more of those, maybe with like Tyrone and John. They're hearing this for the first time. I'm saying it for the first time right here, but you know, have those guys jump on a couple times throughout the year. And if there's some other people out there that listen a lot, like this is more to like our listeners. I know there's some cool guys out there in our audience. You know, if you're familiar with the show and you want to come on and kind of follow our format and talk racing with us and get an opportunity to talk about your platform a little bit and what you're doing as well, like we're all ears. So I think just taking this opportunity maybe to throw a broad net out there, and hey, if there's some folks that would like to jump on here and chat with Carter and I, let's talk about it. Maybe we can make that happen.
And if our guest strategy doesn't work, we are just gonna rewatch our own videos 1,000 times to make it hit 1,000.
Facts. That is the other. I mean, we're gonna come hell or high water. We're gonna get there. With two of us, it'll be faster. Though.
Exactly.
I love it. And that's not to say we're gonna go on a guest bonanza, Carter. I saw the panic look in your eye. But no, I think a good addition would be having some people we talk to on a regular basis come through, whether it be for a segment here and there or a full episode or something like, you know, we've made no bones about allowing, you know, like getting the things they're doing out there. I mean, we definitely, if you've got something going on, we've tagged, you know, stuff on our shorts, and so anyway, I'm going long-winded. I'm vouching for us and we'll transition. And then on TikTok, we put a bit of a lofty goal, but 10,000 followers. So for you listeners there, you may not have a clue that we're on TikTok, but we're actually doing pretty good on TikTok. We got 2,300 followers so far. We count that as a win, and I think we're going to give ourselves a stretch goal of 10,000 by the time we get to the end of the year. And we've got some plans to maybe make that work too. I mean, that's boring stuff, so I'm not going to say that. The guest won't hurt though.
basically all of our goals, if they can't be achieved naturally, we can achieve them just by rigging the system, it sounds like.
Naturally. Although I'll tell you, man, if I wanted to pay for followers, I'd have a lot more than 700 followers on Facebook by now. anyway, for the listening audience, the other one that would seem relevant is we have set another bit of a stretch goal, we think, for ourselves of getting to 300 Spotify followers. So those are the three platforms where most of our video and audio content gets consumed, is across YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok in various forms. And so we're gonna try to do our best to focus on those a little bit more, and hopefully gain some followers and get this show out there, and then our guests will have a bigger platform. All right, I'm gonna drop it now. I'm gonna promise. But anyway, so that's a bit of the holiday recap and New Year's fun that seems appropriate for our first episode back this year. But it turns out there was some racing this past weekend.
Should I quickly just go over the last race I did go to? I mean, it'll be short because it's been
you showed us
2 weeks. I don't even remember.
The shirt. You might as well.
I can't remember who won the micro feature, so I apologize to that young gentleman. But Thomas Meserol won the midget feature, and it was a good race. The track took a while. Like I guess they watered it more than normal. What I was told with some people I was with. But once it widened out in the feature, it was really good. Like Christopher Bell was there, and he was working. Like it was like a 3-car battle for the lead, and then he broke something in the front end, so he was done. But yeah, Timez took the lead at some point past halfway, and he won. But before the race even started, Cale Drake flipped before they even were lined up. He was upside down. He like gassed it just to, like, I don't know, like what they like to do sometimes under caution. Yeah. And upside down he went. I didn't even see it. I just heard like people react because I wasn't looking at my phone or something. Wasn't expecting them to do anything crazy. They weren't even lined up yet. They were just all getting pushed off. And he was starting second in that race, and he was done.
no.
So yeah, that was unfortunate for him and for the race too, probably. But I'd definitely go back, especially it's towards the end of December, nothing else going on, and it's a lot cheaper than the Chili Bowl. Not nearly as good as the Chili Bowl. I will say, after going to that, I definitely want to go to the Chili Bowl more than I already did from going to that race.
Okay. So it sort of stoked your fire for indoor midget racing.
Yeah, the fumes are worse there than the dome, though. The dome's like nothing with fumes compared to there. Like your eyes are watering at points when you're there. I think smaller building maybe is why. I don't really know. You're kind of closer, but probably worse ventilation compared to an former NFL stadium.
Yeah, I'm sure there's various factors. Yeah, yeah. Most of all, it wasn't a professional stadium at some point. Right on. And that was the Nepper 55 at
Southern Illinois Center in DeCoin. It's literally, the DeCoin Mile where like Silver Crown run. They have Springfield and then DeCoin. It's right next to there because we saw the mile track too. We just stopped over by it and looked at it. And the mile track, the clay there, because they use it for horses, it looks like super sandy. 'Cause that was like the first thing I noticed. I was like, this is not normal dirt racing clay. This is definitely like horse track clay that they just put some race cars on once or twice a year.
So you said you saw the mile track. Does that count? Did we add that to the list?
No, I didn't see racing on it. I just saw the track. If we did it that way, I'd have a few more tracks.
Yeah. Well, I feel like you and Ryan just need to go and foot race on these tracks if there's no cars there, just to get them in.
That technically wouldn't count either based off all the rules. I could just start going to track events at the nearby high schools and pick up a ton of tracks.
You get a message from the mod Carter. I don't think these are the tracks we're talking about. But Bowman Gray.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, well, right on. I'm glad you had fun. I know when we were talking about it, you were just kind of like, it's racing, but it sounds like it kind of hit a spot for you. So that's good to hear. As far as racing that I was following, I think following is the right word. We usually say, what were you watching? I don't know that MRP counts, but I was following a couple of things. Um, one thing that I thought was kind of interesting. Did you? So I think I might have been the reason you caught wind of this, but this first blood event at Arrowhead Speedway this past weekend, like you didn't
Yeah,
catch really any
I
wind
like
of
I
that.
like kind of saw that there was a race going on there, but I didn't realize it was like comp cams. I can't imagine it was a points night. But
I can't imagine it
but yeah,
was
I just
either.
thought it was like some B mods and stuff racing there. I didn't really know it was anything special going on until you mentioned it.
Yeah, I mean, apparently the backstory is that they got a wild hair and put this thing together on a week's notice.
And weather must have been
So
nice or something for them to just because I've seen that done before. Weather's super nice, like screw it, let's race.
yeah, and they're only like an hour uh from the Tulsa Expo, give or take. So I think
Oh
maybe
wow.
racing was in the air too a little
Yeah.
bit. Um, but so they ended up getting like 170 plus cars. I think I saw somewhere like 175, give or take a few. So they pulled down a fair amount. I don't recall how many classes. I did pay attention to our sort of marquee ones, or are the ones we would normally pay attention to. But like you mentioned, Comp Can's late models, they had 21 show up. Cade Dillard won that one. And then you actually showed me though, but interestingly enough, in that race, I think Tony Jackson Jr. goes down as the first dude to destroy a race car this
Well,
this year, or
someone may have
destroy
done it at the ice
a
bowl. I'm
late
not
model.
sure. There was some cars
Yeah.
destroyed at the ice bowl, but I don't think they were
Okay.
supers. I think it was a bunch of crates that were destroyed down there.
All right, all right. I didn't see that, but yeah, that was pretty wild flip. And you showed me the clip, but he looked like, I mean, it looks like he hits a rut or something, and just a
Yeah,
little bit of air,
it
and all of a
was
sudden,
hard to tell because the flag's down, but I think he just caught a rut. He might have got into a guy, but I don't think he did. I think he just caught something and over he went.
I think so too. I don't feel like getting a guy that way would tip you in such a
Yeah,
way for that
how
air,
it
because
did.
yeah, because like just out of nowhere, you just kind of it just kind of like opens, like you know what I mean? It's like this and a burp, and then it just goes. So, um, but yeah, that was kind of wild. Piercy's okay, so that's good. Um, we always want to mention that on those big wrecks, but he seemed to be okay. And then on the modified side of things, they got a full field. They got 24 cars,
Oh,
and yeah, Jared Russell, a name you might not recall, but I remember him showing up at USMTS events a few years back. But Jared Russell won
was
that.
there
So
was there any names that I would recognize?
Gary
Christian?
Christian
Okay,
was there. Yep. I'm drawing a blank. There were a couple other ones you probably would have
gotcha.
recognized too.
Yeah,
I'm just legit
I just scrolled the
drawing a
late
blank.
model field and that was it.
Yep, yep, yeah. So, I guess another notable guy that was there. Are you familiar with Long Live the Chaz, or
Oh,
Chaz
yeah.
Thompson? Yeah, he was there in a, I don't know what they call him, but I'm pretty sure it was a Hornet. He showed up and raced the Hornet. Came home third. He came
Oh,
home third.
how many
So
were there? A good amount?
you're asking questions. I don't know. I mean, more than 10.
Oh,
There
I didn't
more
know if
than
there was like I
three.
was gonna say, yeah, that's kind of what I was asking. Was there more than three?
Yeah. Yeah, there's at least 5 or 6 rows of cars, maybe more, but yeah. I think he started second and came home third, so he acquitted himself well.
Podium.
Podium, yeah. I mean, it's hard for a content creator out there, man. We're talking about Chaz is driving cars.
That might be if we don't reach our goals, one of us will just have to hop in a Hornet next year and see what happens.
You could see if Benji will let you take the sport mod out.
He probably would is the worst part, and that'd be the last time it ever touches a racetrack.
Oh, that's how we're gonna get to 1,000 views. We're gonna strap a camera to you taking the sport mod out.
I hope the camera makes it out of there.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Anyway. Oh shit. Oh. Well, did you watch the Tulsa shootout much?
That was the only thing I watched. I didn't watch all of it. I missed a few nights. Slept through the
Same.
main feature. Turns out I didn't miss much in that feature, so it worked out. But
I didn't think you missed much. I had it on in the background, and I paid attention to it here and there. And I think it just, as it kind of happens with those 55ers there, it rubbered at some point, and it just became one-liner racing. So as cool as it sounds to have 55 lappers as like the main feature, I don't think it's going to work out. They haven't pulled it off yet.
for some reason I thought it was good last year. but I don't remember. Or maybe it was. I remember
Good for a minute.
someone got a flat. I don't
Uh,
like Steven Snyder Jr. He got a flat, like, but he like was doing some crazy stuff. But I don't know if it. I can't remember. That was a year ago
I
at this
can't
point.
remember. That could be the Chili Bowl for all we know. But
No,
yeah.
it was. I'm almost positive it was the Tulsa Shootout. I don't even because Larson, the Chili Bowl was the Larson thing for
Yeah.
the banner, but I don't know. That's too
Yeah.
long ago for me to remember.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. And if you can't remember, what hope do I have? You're the one that usually fact checks me. Um, I thought the other interesting piece of news to come out of that, not that I'm technical enough to really talk about this, but it's the stuff I saw and found interesting. But so Jet Yantis won the A class, the winged A class feature, and then he proceeded to get DQ'd, but it sounded kind of crazy. They listed like three different things that he got DQ'd for. So something in the cylinder, maybe, and I don't know. There three things, but anyway, there's three things. I'm not pretending to know much about any of these cars, but there's three things. And what I found interesting is they kind of put out a statement which was like, this is an old engine. We had an engine builder fix a crack in the block. There's OEM parts in it. I don't understand. Like everything, as far as we concerned, is legal. We don't know why we got DQ'd. So it turns out that the dude who ended up winning, Frank Flood, his engine builder happened to be the dude doing the tech of the winner. So
Oh,
I mean, make
interesting.
of you what make of you want. What do you want of it? I mean, it's a situation rife for people to find whatever drama they want in it, but I just thought it was kind of an interesting set of facts. I couldn't tell you up from down about any of it, who's right,
Yeah,
who's wrong, but
I don't keep up with the micro stuff too much. This is about the one
yeah,
time a year where I watch micro stuff.
yeah. I will say this though, like personally, when I heard that Yantis got DQ'd, and then I heard a laundry list of things, I went, "There's no way in hell that's intentional. There's no
Yeah,
way
that many things illegal.
that many sloppily things illegal, right? Like, give me a break." So take with it what you will. We don't talk micros probably beyond this right
No,
now.
this will probably be our last talk of micros, unless we go to a race that includes them.
Right. So like I don't have a dog in the fight, but that was my take when I very first heard it. I was like, either that dude, whoever put that engine together, is the most incompetent person in the world, or there's more to the story. So anyway, you had mentioned the Ice Bowl. I did catch wind that Sam Seawright won the super late model feature there, and that was interesting to me because some stories from way back last year. Him and his brother bought what was, I think, Stormy Scott's Category 5 chassis way
Oh
back
yeah,
when.
I forgot all
Yep.
about that.
Yep. And then they renamed it to the Mach X chassis, and now it's Sam and his brother. And I apologize, I don't remember his brother's name, but they're manufacturing them, and obviously he's the house car driver. But I think this is the first time out in their like full on built Mach X chassis, and he picked up a win. So that's kind of rad.
I think he won when I went there too, in April, this past April. I think he won the second night. Yeah, because McDowell won the
Possibly.
first.
Yeah. Yeah. He's good there. I know
He is good
that
there. Yeah,
he's very good there. He's very good there. I don't think this is the first time winning the Ice Bowl either, but
probably not.
someone could tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like it's not. So, but I just thought that added storyline of dude's building his own stuff and racing it, and he won his first race of the year, so good for him. And then staying on late models, so I've poked fun at Lucas's NASCARification of their championship. Turns out they've heard me, and only me. Nobody else's opinion mattered on this topic but mine. They heard mine, and they've changed it. they've gone back to the more traditional format, which I think is a good thing. I mean, given how much fun I've poked at it and everything, I think it's ultimately a good thing.
I still
Um,
think we should go back to the one they had originally, where it was the last race was what mattered. Like when who won it that year? Hudson won it, I think that
Hudson,
year.
yeah.
But
So
that's because
you
I
prefer that old
I don't
the
care
NASCAR?
who wins it. Like at all. Like this guy gets screwed. I don't know. I'm not anyone's fan. So it doesn't, I know it sucks for them, but I don't care. So I'm like, just bring it back. Most entertainment as possible is what I want. Now, if
Fair.
I was a fan of one of those drivers, I would be pissed if my guy let it. Like Ricky Thornton got screwed like 2 years. Like I'd be pissed. But I'm not a fan of any of those guys, so I'm just hoping we get some excitement.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I think they met you halfway. They did as
Yeah.
best they could. So they went out and they announced, no more playoffs, and everyone was like, woohoo! And then like a few days later, they announced, but sort of like a playoff. And so I guess they're putting up an extra 100,000 to be the 100 grand to the winner. Much very similar to like what they did in years past, but essentially the top five after August 29th at Port Royal, the top five in the standings will lock in and they'll be eligible for this additional bonus program. One thing I thought interesting that they mixed it up though, it's not like the final five races, it's the final five Saturday nights. So I do
Oh,
dig
okay.
that at least. So it's going to be what I wrote it down here, but so we have Knoxville Nationals, I think the Jackson 100, the Pittsburgher, something they've got something going at Eldora towards the
Yeah,
back end
they,
of the
they have
season now.
it's just a big race at Eldora. It's
Yeah,
not the Dirt
yeah.
Track World Championship.
Yep, and then the main event of the Dirt Track World Championship is the final five. So I do think it's cool that it's all 100 lappers instead of just the last five on the schedule, and some are prelim nights or this or that. So, and they're trying to add excitement. I don't know though. Do you think racing for an extra 100 grand is the same as racing for the season championship?
No,
Do you think you're gonna?
I mean, like, I'm not going to care as a fan at all. Like, the drivers, like, probably want the extra hundred
The
grand,
drivers
but
will.
as a
Do you
fan,
think they'll put on a race?
um, I think
Do you
I
think?
don't know. I mean, probably. I think it might matter more on, like, how are the points looking for the overall title, too.
Fair
Like, if,
enough.
like, if Ricky's got it locked up, he might just send it and try to get that extra 100K. But if it's like still kind of close, he might be more conservative. It's like screw the 100K. I just want the title first, and then we can worry about the other stuff. But as a fan, it's not. It's like, oh, they're just getting. It's not the championship. Like when you're watching it, like there's that extra
Right.
100K, but it's not the championship.
I I think I could get a little bit excited for it if the drivers drove a little more aggressively for it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like if it felt like they were more elbows up for it, I think I could get into the idea that it's this extra 100K up. Um, but yeah, I think itself 100,000 up would get lost in the idea of winning 100,000 for the Dirt Track World Championship. I think.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, unless the guy winning the one is also winning the other, then it's like a cool storyline. But I don't think it makes the race more entertaining or compelling.
No, I
So
don't think. Like, I don't think they're gonna focus on that guy. Like, I mean, they might have. I don't know. Like, it's not like when the season championship was going on during the Dirt Track World Championship. They kind of like a camera on the leader, but the points. Like, I don't know. I'm
yeah,
curious if they're gonna do the same thing for that, or just kind of focus on like what's happening up front and not really maybe just kind of mention, oh, there's this 100K thing that's going on back here between like these two guys that might be in fifth and sixth are kind of fighting for it.
I think to your point, it'll determine what it'll be
I think
kind
it
of whether
kind of
that is tied up into an actual season championship battle or not, or if that exists too, right? Like if a season championship battle exists, they'll that 100K
yeah,
won't
they're
really
throw it out
be.
the window. No one cares.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it's gonna come down to just like kind of how much they hype up the 100K and like how like if they get me a bit more invested. Like if they just kind of mention it at the start of the show or like the stream and then maybe a handful of times. But if they like really like hit on it, like, oh, this is like a huge thing going on, it might have me more intrigued in it.
Yeah.
So it kind of all comes down to that, I guess.
I mean, I definitely appreciate it from the sense of like if you look over on the outlaw side of things, the last couple of years there's been no like literally no drama heading into world finals, right? The late model championship's locked up. No one's really even racing for much in the way of positions. It's just kind of like a coronation, which is cool in its own right, but it doesn't have that added like battle element to it. So I guess I don't mind Lucas going, well, we've got a pretty solid championship fun all the same up top. And then you're going to race for that normal, but we're also going to tack on this extra thing, right? It's just extra.
Yeah.
It has no bearing on the.
I'm not against them. I'm fine with them
Yeah.
having it. It's just extra money for somebody. So do they? Is it just the winner, or is there like second gets
Oh, I
something
think it
too?
pays through all the way through
Okay.
fifth. I think it's like 100 and then maybe 40, 20. I saw it, but I don't have it in front of me. But a decent little jump from 1 to 2. And then they also have, so I think as part of a way to keep the bottom half of the roster together too, they also have something similar to this, obviously with lower numbers, but for 6 through 15 as well, all the way through
The
the season.
losers bracket.
The losers bracket. Yeah. Exactly. But they'll still be able to race for like added money too. So that gives a guy like who just had some shitty luck at the beginning of the year or something and finds himself 10th, at least over the last 5 Saturday nights, he has a chance to race up to 6th in that mini series
Yeah.
and win some added cash. So I don't know. I've seen some takes out there that was like, well, this is just the playoffs in a different way. And I'm like, I don't see it. It just feels like an added thing for interest on top. But
Yeah. It's
I,
still not gonna take over the championship. Like
right.
so I don't think it's a big issue at all.
Or it will in the best possible way. It'll take over the championship because the championship's a runaway and
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
true.
storyline there anyway. And now we've added at least this to make it interesting. I feel like at at best it's just a 100K more on a really cool championship race, and at worst it's an added storyline because RTJ kicked the shit out of everybody all year long. Like in either event, you're getting a little extra. So I don't know. I don't think it's a replacement for the playoffs. I just think it's a way to ensure interest in their season the whole way throughout, and I like it. I think it's a good approach. So to hell with whoever says it's just a playoff light. It's not. Anyway, staying on Lucas real quick, I'm sure there were a slew of other announcements, but there were a couple that caught my eye, and one was to Lucas. And so Freddie Carpenter announced he'll be running Lucas Oil Series this year. And I'm kind of pumped about that. And I
He'll be
think the
in that
main reason.
he'll be in that losers bracket deal they got going on.
Oh, you're mean.
No
Maybe
offense.
so. Maybe so. But the reason I think is kind of cool is the justification he get, and I'm going to probably paraphrase it a little bit here. But basically, he said, for the last 30 years, I've wanted to go out on tour, and I'm waking up now, and I'm 55, and I'm going, where the hell did the time go? I only have so many Saturdays left, and I want to prove that I can run with the big dogs. So, um, as someone who's getting long in the tooth myself, maybe not as old as Freddie Carpenter, but I feel like I'm getting up there. I can appreciate that. Like, I'm not getting any younger, and I want to prove I can do it, or hell, prove I can't. There's a value in knowing up or down. At least you don't have to look in the mirror and go, I wonder if you know damn well either you could or you couldn't. And you can sleep at night with that. So I appreciate the approach.
Uh,
Oh, I was waiting for you to
yeah, sorry.
yeah, you
I said all I
you'll
had to say.
even all right. The other one I thought interesting is Cody Overton announced he's going to be back on the World of Outlaws tour. That's kind of beyond whatever, sort of saw it coming. What I found was interesting is he is going to be doing it as an owner operator, and that feels like a whole lot of extra degrees of difficulty to
Yeah, I
try to.
don't. Well, I kind of said earlier, I don't think. I feel like he wasn't bad when he didn't own the car, but I feel like when you have to worry about that too, it's gonna make it a lot tougher. Maybe it'll help him. I don't know. I just like you have a lot more to focus on now outside of just driving the race car.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. I like dudes betting on themselves. There's themes if you watch enough of these episodes. I like when people take a risk on themselves. So I appreciate it from that standpoint. I did also we chatted about it a little bit in the Discord. Our buddy Brad, who's always a font of knowledge, did point out that Alan Murray is sort of part of this deal, and Brad sort of pointed out that he's a well-known sort of figure in the ownership marketing partner space, and he might be really beneficial to Cody on this. So, as some background, I'm taking it on Brad's word, but it sounds like he's got some good people around him. So, maybe that lessens some of that too. I think Bruce Kane is also associated. Um, you may or may not recognize the car. It's a car out in the South. It's like black primarily with pink, and like Jensen Ford's been in it. Will
Oh,
Harrington.
that 83 car? Is it that?
Yeah,
No,
I
that
think
or is
it
that
is.
Ford's
No,
normal car?
that's Ford's new car, but before that, he was in like a pink 18,
Oh,
with
okay. Oh, yeah,
DJ,
I know
yeah,
what you're
and then
talking about.
Willing, yeah. So he's part of this deal too. So I mean, it sounds like he's not really going it all alone, but you know, he's got some good dudes in his corner. So I wish him luck. I
The
wish him luck,
result.
and I hope he.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I hope he proves you wrong. Wins the
I
race.
hope so too. I don't want. I give me as many guys up towards the front as possible.
Facts.
Um, I know Logan Zarin announced I can't even remember which one he's running, but he's running something. Is it Outlaws?
I think it was Outlaws, yeah.
And then I don't. This is kind of old, so we may have it may have been out when we were still doing episodes. But Trey Mills is running the Outlaws too.
Oh yeah,
I
yep.
don't remember when that was. That's kind of older news. So I don't remember
That's
if it
kind of
came out.
old. I think we missed that in the lead up to some other things, but that's kind of cool. He's done well for himself on the HTF tour the last couple of years.
And he
So
won some Hell Tour races. I was at
anyone,
one of them at Macon.
yeah. Do we want to start a rookie of the year fight right now, or should we wait a couple
Should
of
wait to see who
episodes?
the rookies are because we're gonna pick someone, and then a guy like Drake Troutman will show up and ruin it all.
Yeah, I'm doing it for both of us. Right on. Yeah. Max Blair too, I think announced he's going Lucas this year.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to be jumping back on a tour. He's going Lucas. So I think that's most of the noteworthy ones. I'm sure there's a ton more. Not following it a lot. I like the storylines behind a couple of them more than almost anything. Like,
If you don't follow it, then it just feels like normal speed weeks when we get there because you missed all the all the people that said what they're running.
yeah, it's true. We made like 3 episodes of Will They, Won't They? We're gonna. You should really ask Benji about the sport bar. Anyway, so that's most of the news and notes that I think we sort of caught over the last 2 weeks. That would take us into where are you going this week? But I think we're both getting iced in, so to the couch to watch
Yeah,
some
I
racing.
think that segment will be put on hold until March or April.
Yeah, indefinitely. We're gonna have to figure out new sound effects and zany things to fill the time, Carter. That's another way to get more views, more games. No. Anyway, but this week, get back in the game, Josh. This week we've got the Wild West Shootout starts. I think it technically starts Friday with practice, but we ain't talking about
No.
practice. So it starts officially for Saturday, the 10th, and then they also run on Sunday. And then the Wild West Shootout, has that kind of goofy
Yeah,
schedule where they take some
random
days
days
off.
off.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so Saturday, Sunday to start, and then practice Tuesday, Wednesday we race, and then we take Thursday off, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday of the following week to close it out. Super late models have 25,000 to win bookending their week, and then in between is all 10K to win. And then also their final race I saw has 500 a lap sponsor. So you could win quite a bit more money on top of that too in the final race. And then the other thing as far as like late model payouts and bonuses is concerned is I don't know who's sponsoring it, but win 4 or more and you pick up another 10K.
Do
So
they are they doing
um
the like complete sweep where you get like a ton of money?
nope,
Oh, they got
nope.
rid of that.
And if I shouldn't be so confident. Nope, from what I saw. All I saw was them hyping the 4 more. I didn't see a complete sweep or anything on there. So, but yeah, the super late model field honestly looks pretty beefy. I mean, I don't want to go through all of them, but there's the big hitters there, like your Bobbies, your JDs, your RTJs. I also think there's some interesting names. Jake O'Neill's going to be there in a late model. I know he started racing that
I
towards the
think he
back end of last year.
tested it there too, within the past
You
like
might be
couple months. I
right.
remember seeing that on Facebook.
All right. Well, there's a dirt draft sleeper for you. And then 2 guys you just mentioned, Dotson and Troutman will be there. I'm curious if one or both doesn't step in a mod at some point while they're there.
Some random
I
guy's
mean,
mod. It wouldn't shock me.
yeah, wouldn't shock me. I think we've got Brendan Overton, Turbo. Tim Ward was an interesting name that I saw
Oh
on
yeah, I
there.
did see that. I was
I
surprised.
Yeah, I dig that. I don't know if he's taken. I'm hoping he's got an open motor of some sort. He's down there trying to eat with the SLMR motor. He might be in trouble. But Dan Ebert, Jake Tim, Dustin Sorensen from my area. One of the
Hudson
cooler
O'Neill.
looking cars. Hudson
Sorry, you
O'Neill.
just didn't
Yep,
say it.
Buddy's there. Yep,
Figured he was a
no.
notable one to mention.
He is. He is. I also skipped Gustin Marler Bishop. I was trying not to name them all, but yeah, we basically did that. So anyway, it's a pretty cool field. And then someone we mentioned who is surprised here and there is Justin Duty as well. So for the dirt drafters out there, that's another name to keep on your radar. He's going to be there. I think it was one of them random Illinois shows. He just rode the bottom to like
That
a
was
top
Marshalltown.
30. Yeah,
Marshalltown,
oh,
the flow
yeah.
night in America race.
There it was. There it was. So another name to keep in mind. And then I guess for the final like local fair for us, the Wissota generally area. Also, I saw the Eisenshakes are going in San Mars too. So a lot of our guys are kind of down there. We've also been getting some wrap reveals for the Wild West Shootout. So that's a bit of a new one for me.
Has there been more than 2?
2 counts. 2 is reveals instead of reveals, so I'm counting it. I also did see that Davenport teased a title sponsor and a color change
Yeah,
too,
he's
so
like
maybe we'll
red
get
and
3.
red and black or something he's doing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but TPO's TPO was the first one I saw. It's after a slot machine, which I kind of think is funny. It's after that
Oh,
Buffalo
yeah.
sticker,
I know what
yeah,
you're talking about.
Buffalo Gold. That's what it is, Buffalo Gold. So, Buffalo, if he wins, better get out of the car and say that. I'm just, and then Bobby Pierce went back to the Fallout. Well, you told me.
Well,
So,
not the dome, not the blue and yellow, but Fallout theme.
yeah, yeah. Looks more like his regular, like a Bobby Pierce
Yeah,
regular
it's not
G
like
than
super Fallouty. Like there's a
yeah,
character in a couple spots, but you don't. It's not like the one at the dome where it's like everywhere on it. Like you kind of just glance at it and it's like, oh, it's just
yeah.
different, slightly changed up the colors a bit, and that was it.
Kind of like the Rocky one that he did not too long ago. He's
Yeah.
done a few of those theme wraps where it's a little understated. I kind of dig that. Helps move the merch, I'm sure. Keeps the rap budget down. The other notable thing I thought too, so RTJ has been announced to be at the Wild West Shootout, and he's also supposed to be racing the Chili Bowl. So he gave us some background on how he's going to do that. Did you catch how he was going to do that?
A plane?
Plane, eventually, but no, he's driving a
Daniel
car out
Adams,
of the
or not
Daniel Adams
Daniel,
car.
but Adams Family Motorsports, whatever they.
Adam family, yep. He's driving the Longhorn. Daniel got stuck with the Rocket. But so he'll be driving for them, I think, Saturday, Sunday to open, and then goes to the Chili Bowl for the whole week, and then he'll come back for Sunday for the closer. So he's just racing for the big money. So you better not. We're gonna do some picks here. Don't pick him for the sweep because he's not eligible. He's not gonna
No,
make
he's
it.
not.
Not gonna make it.
Unless I don't know, what if he's like junks the midget and shows up Saturday too?
True. Although when I saw his interview at the Tulsa Shootout, he was kind of like, I'm gonna stay and hang out and help my guys kind of get
Yeah,
ready, sort of thing, no
you'd have
matter
to
how.
move some flights around and stuff. I'd probably do the
Yeah,
same.
yeah. Just kind of settling in for the long haul, however it goes. So I can appreciate that. I mean, because like they really do form like little 4 or 5 man teams for this event, and those guys all do kind of help each other. So,
Oh, the
um,
Chili Bowl you're talking
yeah,
about?
yeah,
Some
the
of them are
chili.
like 18-man teams, the KKM
Well,
group. They got
yeah. It's a little more like they got hired help. but, but yeah, everyone's got mechanics and stuff all the same. But yeah, but anyway, I get that. And then as far as the mods are concerned, I think we always get a few less like mentions or ahead of time announcements, but we did get a few fair bit of interesting ones. So I wrote them down. We can go through the list similar as before, but the headliner on my list is Dylan Thornton. I guess he's coming only in the mod
Yeah, I
too.
thought that was strange when they announced that. I didn't even know he had an open motor in the mod, unless it's not his mod he's driving. I'm not sure.
Might not be. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know if he hung on to his USMTS stuff, but he did used to
Yeah,
run
that's true.
USMTS not but a few years ago. So he'll be there. Cade Dillard is going to be racing a few, and then he earlier today or today being the day we're recording this, earlier in the week, he teased that there might be a special driver behind the wheel for a couple races, and I was curious if you had any guesses who it might be, or
Uh,
any hopes of who it might be.
or maybe we also saw I saw the same post as you.
I know. Which killed my joke. I felt like I had such a good way to bait you in, but anyway, when I first saw it, I immediately was like, Garrett Alberson would be the best pick. It'd be a risky choice, but it would be a good way to show that they've mended fences. But no, so I guess Jeremy Payne was announced as someone stepping into the CDR house car in the middle. Because I knew that I'd like felt like I've heard this name before, but I didn't know much about it. I went to my personal well of knowledge, our buddy Brad, and asked him to give us a little bit of a rundown of Jeremy Payne. So for those of you who, like me, maybe don't know quite as much, um, so Jeremy Payne, I guess, ran on the USMTS tour for a couple of years. Brad estimates 15 plus wins over the handful of years he did it. And I guess bit of a elbows up driver, known for a hard charging style. I think I got Tyler Wolf as a comparison. So just for those of us who want to put a style to a name, but sounds like he was pretty good. At one point was a teammate with not TPO, with Terry Phillips for a few years as well. So dude's got some chops. Interestingly enough, though, I did also see, I think he's only raced like 10 times in the last 9 years. So
Yeah, I saw that in their post.
yeah. Yeah, so he was way back in the day, he was putting on the miles and putting in the races, but I think he went and became a family man and a firefighter. And so kind of cool to see him step behind the wheel, though. I mean, interesting name. It seems like a lot of people know the name. He's down there in the area too. I don't know if he's from there, or that's where he settled, but
I did see. I looked at his My Race Pass. I did see him race in 2019 at Vegas. I learned
okay.
he made the
Oh,
feature.
you've seen him.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen him race at one point.
Okay. That's probably why you had heard the name.
Probably not, honestly. I doubt I remember that, but I just recognize the name.
For a little background, I asked for some info on Jeremy Payne, and Carter chimes in with, "I think I've heard the name." So he's a big help. Anyway, but then we've got like guys like Gary Christian, Rodney Sanders, Carlos Amata, Matt Crafton, and Taylor Cool will be there. Austin Cool's coming with both cars. A name I thought was interesting was Hunter Sandy. So just for the dirt drafters out there, remember the name Hunter Sandy. I think he'll be someone who will run well this weekend. And then also Talon Willis starts his new role as a CDR house car driver.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, yeah. So it starts this weekend at the Wild West Shootout. So that's kind of the interesting storylines going there. I did account, we maybe got like 15-ish announced drivers. I suspect we'll get more than that. So it will make this upcoming weekend kind of interesting to see.
It will usually, like when they were at Vado, it was a USRA track, so that helped the mod field. So I'm curious. Central Arizona is an IMCA track, so I'm curious
Yeah.
how that'll factor into the mod car count.
Yeah. I mean, is the track such that maybe they can compete, or are they just completely outmotored, or to hell
I
with it? They're racing at the
don't
home
think they're
track.
going to
Try
be
it
able to
anyway.
compete. Whenever seems it's not a half mile, but it races like a very fast track, like kind of like a half mile. And
Okay.
the little bit I did see, it's kind of one lane around the top. So hopefully that's not the case when they're down there, but you never know.
We'll see. I mean, for the sake of car count, I hope some show up, but I'm like, I even wrote in my notes, I wonder if we'll see a few with soda guys. Like, it feels like we might. If what you're saying is true, those dudes who just put that 360 on top and just let her eat the whole way around, just never lift. So, I mean, except for that annoying part where you have to go around guys, but anyway, so I am interested to see what the mod field looks like. You make an interesting point that they're sort of running that USRA.
I think the X mod field might be more sport mods than USRA cars because they run those there, and I know the X mods are like a mix of pretty much any B mod you can think of. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They'll probably have that's always sort of fun watch in division. I don't know, X mods, when you get enough of them together, they can make an interesting race here and there. Speaking of them, Kenny Schrader's going to be down there racing in the X mods. So
Yeah, he likes to jump in like B mods and A mods. Like not that he just jumps in any sort of modified. If there's a race going on, he'll could be a Cruiser mod, a Power I mod, a
my man likes to race.
yeah.
What can you say?
He's probably ran every sanction like possible. I bet you like in a year.
In one given year, that'd be
Yeah,
interesting to see if he pulled it off in
I
a
wouldn't
given
be
year.
like it not counting like big block mods and stuff, but like he's run
Yeah,
UMP, IMCA. The only one he might surely he's ran a USRA
soda.
race. Oh, with Soda, that's right. He probably hasn't ran
More
probably that's
USIA
probably
than
like the
soda.
one he hasn't ran is probably with Soda, unless he
That
showed
should
up
be
to some like he's probably run it before, but not in a year.
in a given year, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be the ticket. You should research that. Like
I
legit.
I
Come
know
back
he's
next week and let us know
I
what
know
you
he's done
found.
like Power Eye stuff, Power Eye
Yeah,
mods, and I'm almost positive he's done some like Crusa mod stuff. And I know
yeah.
he's done IMCA, but yeah, that is with Soda, I think is gonna be the killer.
Be the killer. Yeah. If I didn't live in Wasota country, we would just call it a random regional thing that no one cared about.
They would be like the Power Eye
But
mods for us.
yeah, yeah. But I live here, so and you cover them, so they're awesome, and they are genuinely awesome. They've proved time and time again they can compete. And I'm moving off my soapbox. Yeah, and then I think it's a noteworthy, although we're probably a week ahead. We could say this next week too, but they are bringing in stock cars for the final night,
Yeah,
which
that'll probably be the best feature of the whole week.
I knew you were gonna say IMCA stock cars to boot, so to give even more force to what you're saying. Is that in advance of like another show starting right after? Are they
Yeah, the
doing
Winter Nationals are shortly after,
international?
so I don't
Okay,
know if they think they'll draw some like guys that are coming down for that, or I mean, there's enough down there to get a full field
got it.
like just locally too. So I
Yeah.
don't know how close. I think the Winter Nationals are probably a week after, so I can't imagine someone would go down
Okay.
there for one race unless
Hang
they
out
plan on
one
like
race for a whole week.
vacationing. Yeah,
Yeah, I wasn't sure how tight they ran, so that makes sense. So it might just be for the local guys. Test the waters to see if maybe they want to add that class or if it
that's
doesn't become
could be what it is, honestly.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Replace one of the classes potentially
The late
or
models,
be
kick
added.
them out.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure this show is like I think we all unfortunately know who would be the candidate.
They could kind of rotate them, like
They
so if they run 6 shows, each one runs 3, but you'd lose guy like travelers that way. Guys aren't going to travel as far for 3 shows.
races. Yeah, that's for sure. But well, more to come. I'm sure we'll find out more shortly thereafter if it has any bearing. But I do usually this is foreshadowing of something they're testing something out or trying to see what might
Or it's
could
just
happen.
Justin Jarrett says, "Put stock cars down and or I'm not announcing this dang event."
For real. One day or we're not doing it. Could be. But anyway, well, we've talked a bit about the people going down, some of the storylines going in. To give us something to sort of midweek jump into next week, let's make a couple of predictions. So, first things first, starting with late models. So we've got two races before we meet again for our next episode. So give me two winners. It can be the same guy. It can be different guys. However, and you don't have to pick days. Don't worry about days.
Yeah, this is in no specific day, but I have Pierce and Hudson O'Neal.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna go with a JD sweep to open.
I almost
That's
put him down, but I don't know. I feel like picking Hudson, and he's in the 6 car, and he's always fast in that. It seems like so. I
always
was like,
awesome.
and Pierce obviously is always fast, no matter where he is, except for like Charlotte. He's kind of slow there.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have to be fast there. You see, he's fast everywhere else, and it's just I'm not risking anything. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the JD sweep, mostly just because you said it races like a half mile. So, okay, I know a guy who likes
At
slopes.
least the mods, yeah. I don't know how the late models will be there. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And then I think the other question, or let's do mods too. So I'll go first on the mods, and I'm gonna go with Carlos Amata one night and then I'm gonna take Dylan Thornton another night. I'm
Oh, I went Ronnie Sanders and Cade Dillard.
fair. You wrote these down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. One of us needs to write on. And then I think I'll ask this question. Do you think anyone's gonna get the 4 or more bonus?
I'll say Pierce gets it.
You think Pierce gets it? I'm gonna say JD gets it. So I do think someone gets it for some reason. I feel
Is
like
this
someone's
is
gonna
just
get
for the
it.
late models, right?
Yep, just for the late
Okay.
model. Yeah. So um I almost hope someone doesn't get it. I think it's better if we get 6
Yeah, I
winners
would
in
prefer
6
someone honestly
races.
doesn't, but
Yep.
but I like a Pierce or a JD I could definitely see getting
Yep.
it.
Yep. Yep. Honestly, I would have probably picked Pierce to get it. But I guess this isn't Votto, so I gotta remember. I sort of associate him with kind of doing pretty good at the Wild West Shootout, but we're at a new track, so maybe not this one. But anyway, interestingly enough, we each picked one, so we'll find out. But with that, that is everything we plan to cover, and I think we got on a few tangents, so we're doing awesome. But with that, it means Carter, it's time for
I was about to grab my shirt. The one for the road.
you're rusty. What segment is it?
Um, this probably shouldn't be a one for the road, but we got nothing. So the Chili Bowl's coming up. That's my one for the road. Because
Yeah,
by the time our next episode comes out, it'll be halfway through the Chili Bowl.
that is
Uh,
fast.
and I always watch that as much as I can. I for sure Saturday I hope to catch, but we'll see what my plans end up being.
Yeah, you did pick up a new distraction recently.
I saw they have nearly 400 cars. I don't know the exact number. I wasn't counting the entry list.
I just had an interesting realization that about 2 years ago there was just about nothing that would have stopped you from watching a race. But we get older and there are just certain things that are cooler now.
Streaming ones are different. I'd skip streaming ones sometimes.
Not nearly as Chili Bowl. You would like. I think 2 years ago, the concept of you skipping Saturday night of the Chili Bowl would have been you would have been literally like I can't think of the word all of a sudden, but you would have been offended. That was the one. You would have been offended that I suggested it, that you would possibly not watch it. And here we are
Yeah,
two
that is
years
true
later.
because I used to take off that Saturday, just so I could catch the first race of the day at like 9 a.m. So that's fair.
Yeah. So how we things times change. I'm excited for the story either way. Well, I'd love to hear if you watched it or not. Uh, right on. So for mine, I did pick up an interesting show this weekend coming up. So we've got the Texas Showdown at I-37 Speedway. That's somewhere in Texas, presumably.
Yeah.
It is 100%. I know it is, but I can't recall where. But anyway, one of the things that when I very first saw the show, I decided to check was what does the weather look like, and they are crushing it. They've got like 70s and 80s all week. The coldest day is Saturday, and it's 62. So
Oh,
I'm
must be
jealous.
tough.
Yeah, right. Well, you wouldn't think that in August, I'm sure, but right now it sounds awesome. But so they've got an interesting show format. Ultimately, on Saturday we're gonna have IMCA mods, IMCA stock cars, IMCA hobby stocks, and sport compacts. But how we get there is a little bit different. So Wednesday we've got mods and stocks. Thursday and Friday we've got mod stocks and hobby stocks, and then the sport compacts just join us on Saturday. Over the course of the week, racing for 1,000 to 2,000 in the mods, 750 to 1,500 for the stock cars. And then also interestingly enough, so Stims, the South Texas IMCA modified series, put up $1,000 to like a points champion over the course of 4 days for the mods too. So they got a little bit of extra cash up for
I
that. And
think.
then
Oh, go ahead.
one other thing I thought was interesting, they got three, so they got a sweet bonus too.
That's what I was just gonna say. I think they have one too.
3,000, yep, 3,000 to either mods or stocks if they can sweep all four. So,
It's in Pleasanton, Texas, by the way.
okay. I'm
Never heard
assuming
of the
it's
place.
South Texas. It must be
Yeah, I'm guessing so.
yeah. And then that's going to be on Race On, is the ones with the coverage. So, hey, IMCA mods and stock cars the first, second weekend in January, man. Those guys don't quit.
No, they race. They race all the time. I'm sure you. There's probably some IMCA race happening last weekend that no one knew about.
Probably. It was on Race Monitor. But anyway, but
I
yeah,
did
so
see. Sorry, Cody Laney's going down there. So there's someone.
is he?
Yeah, he's heading down there.
I saw Isaac Malicote was going
Okay,
down
so
there.
there's a few Midwest guys going
Yeah.
down there. I
And
bet you.
then
I
I
wouldn't.
think Cam Starry's from down there, but
Yeah, he's from
he's a
Texas.
pretty solid stock car guy going to be there too.
I'm guessing like Laney and Malicote. I wonder if they'll just stay down there then for the Winter Nationals. I mean, that's a few weeks, but I don't know.
Yeah. You already
Long
drove all the way
drive.
down there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or maybe if anything, they'll probably leave their stuff down there, I bet. And then instead of hauling it all the way back up, unless they destroy something.
Yeah. Yeah. So I imagine they might bring a couple other guys with them too. So could be an interesting field, something to keep an eye on. We'll MRP it and probably chat about winners and who showed up and all that next week. So, but anyway, that's everything, man. Welcome
Yeah.
back. Happy to. We didn't even ask anyone to like or subscribe until now. So like new year, new us, I guess. But anyway, if you could just right down there. Every little bit helps. Thank you so much. And with that, I think we'll catch you all next week. So thanks for hanging out.
See ya.